my name is Daya Madhur. I'm an ethnomusicologist, teacher, and an artist, and I am here at the Improvisation and Mobility Conference hosted by the University of Regina and the International Institute for Critical Studies and Improvisation. This past year, I've had the opportunity to build off the work that I started in my artist residency under the socially engaged arts-based practice. This new project is titled The Prairie Heartbeat. Our journey began with grades 7 and 8 students from École Connaught Community School and George Lee Elementary School, where they sent postcards to each other. In using improv techniques as found in music and movement, specifically music, dance, and drama, students learned about their future friends and lessons about mobility, immigration, racism, discrimination, and essentially opened up their worldview. In order for this project to be possible, I would like to thank the University of Regina, the Regina Public School Board, classroom teachers Tammy Cadler and Tara Dryberg, as well as master student Clinton Ackerman for being my teaching partner, as well as supporting the students in the beautiful soundscape composition, which you will see on stage. So Saskatchewan, we're listening. What does your heartbeat sound like?
Mobility, the ability to move and get from one place to another, access to different things and places, easier for some more than others, how my family can reach each other. Mobility, a way of life, advancing your future, movement in time, from place to place, innovations in technology, everyone is an immigrant.
People move from one house to another, from one province to another, one country to another. Immigration. Language, family tree, railroad, Trans-Canada Highway. For a new and better life, a fresh start. Community is a big part of human mobility. People move together, their friends, their family, home.
Racism targets cultural diversity, different beliefs, color, gender, assume the other and place judgment, hatred, anger, bullies, stereotypes, targeted, indifferent,
support,
injustice,
strength, needs education. We are all human and part of the human race. Respect, belonging, love.
As dusty winds blow to where the fresh crops grow, different people come from new places, where old communities make new spaces.
When the canoes came through, the land may change, and so may the people, whether they want to or not.
As the golden grain stands to the prairie heartbeat, people are immigrating towards the rolling hills we call Saskatchewan.
As we cannot venture further on boats, we explore the wonders here that interest us most, such as the canals that carry our canoes to find new places that are not landlocked.
As the winds of disaster vigorously blow, fueled by rage and hate, we kept on going at our greatest rate, and one day found our center of the hurricane, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan is a great and vast province of many different cultures, so what that means to me is no matter where you go, there's kindness all around. Saskatchewan is the best and foremost happiest place for me to live, and that makes me proud. My community is a shelter and warmth for my heart, and I hope that reading these letters will help you see that too.
I'm interested in sports, and I'm making a YouTube channel with my friend. My family is Scottish. My dad's side of the family is from Ontario, and my mom's side is from Saskatchewan. The communities I feel a part of are all the sports I play, my family and friends, because I love them and they love me.
How I identify. I identify as a First Nations Soto. I identify as an artist and a piano player. As a girl in school learning for adulthood, a big sister to my brother, I identify as a bilingual person.
We speak two languages at home, Arabic and Urdu. My family's religion is Islam, more commonly known as Muslims. We celebrate two holidays, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. The family moved to Regina in the year 2010. Our whole family has been learning the language Arabic since we were kids. Our traditional food are samosa and shawarma.
I'm in French immersion and I enjoy art and music. I love to play video games and do voice impressions. I feel part of the gaming and LGBTQ community.
I am a Saskatchewan flag. I look over the horizon and represent our province.
I have seen many lives start and many lives end. Many people come and many people go.
I have seen the ups and downs of Saskatchewan.
Smell the grains of the farmers' field and hear the waves crashing in the many lakes of Saskatchewan.
I feel the wind blowing through me, and I taste the exhaust of the cars driving past me.
Overall, I support our province.
Language is a big part of our province. People come from all over the world to see Saskatchewan. People speak French, English, or their own language. It's the one part of moving to a new country that will always be with them.
My family is a very culturally diverse one. I know that my father's half of the family came from northern Russia and Eastern Europe. My mother's half of the family originated in Canada. My Russian and European grandpa and grandma lived in Russia, but when the Second World War started, they left on a boat to Canada in search for new lives.
It sounds like people speaking their language and being who they are. It sounds like people having fun and laughing and festivals. It sounds like cars driving city to city.
I am a grain elevator. I can smell grains being harvested, the prairies, and the air of the seasons.
I feel grain rushing through me and the cold, brisk air. I can also feel the soft green grass brushing against my side.
I see fields, cars, trains, cattle, and soft rolling hills.
And I hear the birds singing a tale of the prairies to the beat of the grain flowing inside me.
For me to be from Saskatchewan, it isn't all that it's cracked up to be. The crime rate is high, and some people are scared to walk the streets alone. I can't even walk alone to my friend without my mom worrying that I won't come home. It's really harsh in the winters, but hey, it could always be worse, right? Besides all that, I don't mind it here. I would just like to get out of Saskatchewan sometimes.
Saskatchewan means a safe place. It means a new province. It means new things. Saskatchewan sounds quiet. It's not as violent as India is. It doesn't have as much shootings in Saskatchewan.
Living in Saskatchewan is like a privilege. I am grateful to live in a province where there are no wars, no major attacks, and somewhere that is not poor. It sounds like the color green. I imagine a green grass kind of color. That is because we have lots of farmland. And when you think of farmland, you normally think of plants. And plants are green. We also have the Rough Riders, which are green.
It means that I can be safe when I'm walking down the street. I'm not afraid of getting hurt by someone or being kidnapped. I have freedom to do what I want and not to be afraid of my culture or my color. That is what it means to be from Saskatchewan.
I am the train. I hear wind. I hear the sound of the tracks clicking, as well as the tractors beside me. I feel the rumble from my body shaking the ground. I feel the rain on my back. I smell the smoke coming from burning coal.
I smell the fresh crops after it had rained. I see the birds, the Greeks, and the Romans. I see the farmers and the cows. I taste the coal and the smoke emerging from my body. I am the train.
I feel part of the world community. What I mean by this, I don't believe in putting people into a community because we all can be one.
What I learned from our new friends is that there is goodness and light even in the darkest of places and times.
What I learned from this project is there is a world full of people with personalities of their own, not just people surrounding you everywhere you go. I learned that's not such a small world after all.
This project was important to me because I get to remember all the places I've been to and how my life was back then. I learned so much about myself.
I learned that there are a lot of immigrants that come to Saskatchewan that are hurt by racism.
I think this project has opened my class up to new culture and religions. It also opened my class up to their views on racism in our country.
I learned that if you talk to someone by sending letters, you have no idea what they look like. So everybody sounds the same. Therefore, nobody can judge somebody by color. If everybody realized this, I think that there would be half as many racist people.
We live with racism in our world daily. Words leave marks on everyone. We get judged by our color each day. We are hurt by racism. Racism is all around us, maybe not at home, but in our mind it stays. People's words affect others. We cannot escape racism.
We are all blind, but we all have a different mind. No one was born racist. We all have a different color on our faces. That doesn't mean anything. We all have a heart. Racism should stop, and everyone should have a fresh start. No one should be apart.
We have to help one another. We all should be together, no matter what skin color. Everyone needs mobility. Everyone has the ability. We all should be able to move freely.
Everyone has a different view. People can be really rude to you. You just gotta fight through, and that's what you need to do. We all came from a different past.
Racism should have been in the past. We don't know how long it will last. People were bullied and harassed. So many people still judged by their race. They wanted them to be a race. We all should have been in the same place. When will racism stop? No race should be on top.
A racist underground exists, a chilling fact indeed. They seek to kill, steal, and destroy. We can't let them succeed.
There is so much hate in our society. Now races have started to divide again. Something that has happened once can always happen again. I've seen and heard many adults and children using racial slurs. I think that if we don't want things to repeat, then we should bring more awareness to the situation and teach about the subject in schools around the world. It is important to note that countries are not meant for race. It is important that we teach the future generation that it is okay to be an immigrant because everyone was at one point. It is also important to bring attention to things like the hate towards the LGBTQ community. I think that if history is going to repeat itself, it is going to happen soon. I also think that we should do everything we can to stop it and welcome everyone into our country.
Saskatchewan. My observations tell me Saskatchewan sounds like comfort, the soothing sound of laughter, and people having fun. There are more obvious sounds though, like cars, trains, planes, and birds chirping. But when you think of what Saskatchewan sounds like, you should look beyond the things you hear and start hearing culture.
Saskatchewan to me sounds like a safe zone from all the fighting and wars. I live in a place where I don't feel afraid to go to school or worry about my family. To me, the Prairie Heartbeat sounds like the camping season where we can relax and have fun, watch the sunsets, and listen to the tractors and combines that run in the farming season. But most importantly, it sounds like home.